Now, look at this marvelous scene. Listen, please, everyone. It's a proof of a historical Jesus. It's a proof of a historical Jesus. There's no tomb like this in the world. And you know what? Let's have a look. Okay? Right. Now, this is the book of John. Okay? I'm going to take it up. Book of John 19. Okay? So, let's go down here. Okay? After this, Joseph of Arimathea, being a disciple of Jesus, but secretly, because he was from the Sanhedrin, you know, the people who actually told Pontius Pilate to condemn him in the crucifix. So this is Joseph of Arimathea, the rich man who asked for the body of Jesus. Okay, being a disciple of Jesus, but secretly for fear of the Jews, asked Pilate that he might take away the body of Jesus, and Pilate gave him permission. So he came and took the body away, along with Nicodemus and, you know, the 100 pounds of myrrh and aloes, you know, when they stripped Jesus up, placed him for burial. But if you come down here, verse 41, and see, now in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb in which no one had been laid before. Look, you know, I've talked about this, I've shown you, but listen, now that I have the program and you can actually read it like this, did an actual historical Jesus event happen? Now in the place where he was crucified, saying in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden. So, where is this place where he was crucified? We go up. See? The king on a cross. Verse 17. And he, Jesus, bearing his cross, went out to a place called the place of a skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him. So now we know the place. It's a place called the place of a skull, where they crucified him, and two others with him, one on either side, and Jesus in the center. Now Pilate wrote a title and put it on the cross. The writing was, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. Then many of the Jews read this title, for the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city. Not in the city, near. So it's saying outside. And it was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. 3 signs. Okay? So we know the place of a skull, Golgotha. So where he was crucified, it's called a place of a skull. You know, and when we go down here from Joseph of Arimathea, now in the place where he was crucified, the skull, Golgotha, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb in which no one had yet been laid. So they laid Jesus because of the Jews' preparation day, for the tomb was nearby. So the garden tomb, you know, they will tell you that it's from the Crusader, the Byzantine, everybody's time, you know, except the true time. So this was, I know that Skull Hill was founded by Gordon, Charles Gordon, Gordon's cavalry. It's from the British Army. So this is the site, okay, that we can live here in the site, because the traditional one is this one, Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is a Catholic church, okay, tradition. So you know the story. So you a bit of background. After allegedly seeing a vision of a cross in the sky in 312, Constantine the Great, everybody knows who he is, and to favor Christianity. Everybody knows why. You know, because he was fighting the Emperor Maxentium, okay, and he knew that many Christian people was on his side. So he said that he had a vision of Jesus, you know, blah, 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 blah. He ordered the army to paint crosses on their shields so that the other people saw him. Oh, he believes in Jesus. His army grew. He conquered Rome. Yeah. So he signed the Edict of Milan, legalizing the religion, and sent his mother, Helena, to Jerusalem to look for Christ's tomb. This is the Holy Sepulchre. See, this building here. This is where they say that they have the actual tomb, you know? But listen. And then all of a sudden we have this one, you know? This garden tomb with this here, you know, and this channel here. Let's go back there. Okay. So, now in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden. And we know that the place was the place of a skull. So, yeah, we have here the place of the skull. Okay. We all know, because I've shown it many times, you know. So, here, see, this is where they found, like, you know, like, if you put signs there, okay? I'm gonna show you a bit better now. Now, here, you can actually see a crack coming down. Just down there are these signs, and a bit further down are the cross holes that I've shown you many times. The 3 cross holes that Ron White found. Okay. So everybody knows what's underneath there now, because I've done it in many videos. It's the famous Ark of the Covenant. So, listen. The garden tomb. Okay, please. Excuse me. Let's have a look.
Here in Jerusalem, just outside the old city walls, you can find a beautiful and vibrant garden. And right beside the garden, a rock face known as Skull Hill, or Golgotha. Welcome to the garden tomb. Scripture tells us that in the place where Jesus was crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb. It was into that tomb that the body of Jesus was laid. Millions of people around the world believe that this garden is that place. What makes a visit to the garden tomb unique is the connection between Skull Hill, the garden, and the tomb itself. These 3 elements work together to bring to life that final chapter of Jesus' ministry. Early on the 3rd day after the burial of Jesus, some women came to the tomb seeking his body. An angel appeared to them and said, "I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, he is risen." This is a tomb, an empty tomb that speaks of the power of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. For many people, this is a life-changing moment.
That's a tomb inside. Look at that. That's a Byzantine cross that they found in there, from the Byzantine era.
After a visit to the tomb,
there
was time and space for people to reflect upon the story of Jesus the Messiah, his death and resurrection.
He was crucified. In the place he was crucified, there is a garden, and in the garden, a new tomb. You can see that's a garden with a tomb. Let's go, let's go.
Many groups decide to book a place where they can meet for worship and prayer, maybe communion. As well as tours of the garden, we also host events such as worship services for large Christian groups and also musical concerts.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a garden.
Every day, groups and individuals from all over the world are blessed and encouraged by their visit to the garden tomb.
This belonged to Joseph of Arimathea. He was a rich man. He was prophesied 700 years before in the Old Testament by Isaiah. A death with the wicked and buried with the rich. In Isaiah 53.
Entrance is free, and we're supported by the donations of our visitors and also by the garden tomb shop.
There. Wow. It's beautiful. We love to go there. Look at that. Marvelous, beautiful.
Whoever you are and wherever you come from, I encourage you to come and visit the garden tomb. Come and see for yourself.
Many people's lives changed when they've entered there, have come out. The complex there, that's Golgotha. And the Ark of the Covenant is just down there somewhere. Listen. Wow, they got into Golgotha there. Wow. Now, look at this. In the book of Matthew, Matthew 27, talking about Jesus handed over to Pontius Pilate, Judas hanged himself. Okay, when we go down here. Okay. We get back to that verse now. Okay, here. Jesus buried in Joseph's tomb. Okay, that tomb. Now when evening had come, there came a rich man. See? A rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who himself had also become a disciple of Jesus, but in secret. This man went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate commanded the body to be given to him. When Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his new tomb, which he had hewn out of the rock. See, out of the rock he had hewn. And he rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb. A large stone. You can see here, like round. Listen. What about this stone? Listen. Come on. You can see it's. Oh. It has the same material. Huh? Which photograph shall I press? Anyone? This one. Listen. You can see it's the same material. You can see it's the same material. See if it comes out in big. Or does it? Listen. I just want to put it in big so you can actually see. Come on. Hey. Look at this material. Yeah? Look at here. See, look at there at the top here. And you can see. I cannot put this on it much bigger. But you can see it's the same material. See the same material there. Now you're gonna see even better. Okay, but look at that. Come on. Yeah. Come on. You can see that it goes in there. That's it. That's a great stone. See? And he rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb. Listen. Look at this. Look at this, please. Please. Look. They will tell you, okay? It's called the Abu Bad, okay? Was once used as the fortified door of a Byzantine monastery in the village of Faisalia. See? Everywhere you go down, it says the same thing. Byzantine monastery for the door. Come on, who's gonna buy that? A Byzantine monastery. And that used to be for the door. It wasn't from here, you know. Listen. You know this site? It's called Mount Nebo. That stone, nobody knows. It's been there for 2,000 years. They've removed it from that site, so they don't connect. Come on. A Byzantine, listen, this is Mount Nebo. This is where Moses was shown the promised land. Jesus was spoken in the books of Moses everywhere. Even when they tell Aaron not to put the staff underneath the earth, the one that when it's unearthed, it was gonna be blossomed. He was telling you that Jesus was gonna be, you know, dead, and then he's gonna resurrect, blossom. No, it was a metaphor for Jesus. Listen, and that stone is there. Yeah, exactly. Listen, okay. So, in the place of the skull, Now in the place where he was crucified, there was a garden. And now we have, and he rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb. Voila. But there's one more thing. There's one more thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's one more thing. We go down here. See? Pilate sets a guard. See? Why? Because they told him that they were gonna, the disciples was gonna steal the body and make it believe there was a resurrection. So they put guards there from the Sanhedrin and from the Romans. And Pilate said to them, you have a guard, go your way, make it as secure as you know how. So they went and made the tomb secure, sealing the stone. I'm gonna put it one more zoom so you can see it here. Okay? See? Sorry. And he rolled a large stone, and when you come down here, see here? So they went and made the tomb secure, sealing the door, sealing the stone and setting the guard. They sealed, put iron seal, okay, of Roman seal. Okay. So let's have another look. The garden tomb, the great stone, Golgotha. The tomb is just there, with where they put the signs. Okay, it's wrong wired. They put in the signs. More or less would have been something like that. Okay. And listen. Watch this. Watch this. This is the garden tomb. The tomb. Watch. See, the same material as the big stone. The same material. Look at that. There. Voila. Icing in the cake. Look at this. Huh? And the iron seal. They were sealed. See? And they said that it was from the 6-Day War, 1967, with Israel and all the Arab nations. Or the 7-Day War. Say it's a bullet ricochet. Of course. That's the Roman seal. See? So, you're telling me? Let's watch it again. It's just a 20-second clip. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, iron. When the iron seal that the Romans put, you can see it's all being chiseled. Huh? Yeah.
Welcome to the Watchman channel. This channel is all about world news and Bible prophecy, pointing to the soon return of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I am asking that if you can, to please help to find.
So, the Roman seal of iron in the wall, and you can see the actual material. It's the same. See, this one's called sheared iron at sealed tomb. Okay, you can see it is there. See? Look, in there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Come on. So, wow. Now, I want to show you.
Welcome to the Watchman
Okay.
channel. This channel is all about.
Same stone. Okay, look at this. Look at the material.
אבל אבן כזאת שימשה סגירה לחצר של
זה
מתחם
אבו
הכנסייה
בד.
או מתחם אחר שהיה כאן.
Look at the
תראו, אבנים
material.
כאלה
See, it's the same material.
בתוך מסילה שהייתה כאן.
Same material.
אפשר עם מקל,
אם זה על
לעשות מנוע.
משטח ישר
אז
ואולי...
מה זה סגר?
זה סגר כניסה.
So, now, we're seeing the garden tomb, Golgotha. Okay, now, look, let's come down here. Sorry. Okay. Now, we come up here. Okay, and Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. Then behold, the veil of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, the rocks were split, the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And coming out of the graves after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. Okay, so immediately one of them ran and took a sponge, see, filled it with sour wine, put it on a reed and offered it to him to drink. Then rest said, let him alone. Let us see if Elijah will come to save him. You know, this is where Jesus ended. Okay. Now, if you come down here, see, so when the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and things that happened, they feared greatly and said, truly, this was the Son of God. He's saying we're talking about a centurion, not a third in command or, you know, a respected centurion said that when he was there. He was the one who speared Jesus. So he was confirming there was an earthquake there, and the rocks were split, and the earth quaked, and the temple was torn from top to bottom. You know, wow. Let's look at this. Yes, small clip. Okay, and we finish. Don't want to make this one long. This. Here we have the skull. Carrying his own cross, he went out to the place of the skull, which in Aramaic is called Golgotha. That's the picture in the 1800s. Excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît. Look at this.
And you can also see the place where they covered up Ron Wyatt's excavation,
See?
the place where Jesus was crucified.
This is the place they covered up of Ron Wyatt's excavation. You can see here the carvings there of the wall where the signs is. Just here, you can see. See, look at where the arrow is. See here. Yeah, that's cement. They covered up the rock split of the earthquake. Those are the signs, and the three crossholes are there from the three crucified. Down there in the cave is the Ark of the Covenant. Beside, that's the garden tomb. But there's no proof. Come on. Hey. Look at that. Mr. Homer. Yeah, Mr. Homer. Even he's laughing. Yeah? No proof. No proof.
And it's pretty hidden, so you have to know where it is.
Look at that.
This family here
Oh,
who
look
is
at that there.
visiting the garden.
Listen. See the Israeli government? And everybody, nobody wants to know nothing. You know why? I don't think it's more of covering up what Jesus is. But they know the Ark of the Covenant is down there.
Tomb. Fortunately,
That, if it's taken out, will start the tribulation.
for them, the gardener, he knew where Ron Wyatt's excavation was.
See, look, can see, look at all the cement. This was all the earthquake. Yeah? Look now. See? And the scriptures is lying. And listen. We've been taught lies. And if we don't know the Bible, Europe can very easily be manipulated. Look, see, even here, used to put a scroll there, Roman times. No, by who the scroll was, by this, that, you know. See? See? Scroll used to go in there. And the signs
Then
there.
they met a guy who said some pretty interesting things. Who's putting the puzzle pieces together
See?
and connecting the dots. So
Him.
I'll listen to what he has to say as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, our prayer that we pray in the Lord's Prayer.
Let's read this. Robert has been to the Garden Tomb for 20 years. He had witnessed some of the work of Ron Wyatt as he uncovered the Ark of the Covenant that sits below the crucifixion site. That is where we are standing at this point. The Ark of the Covenant is down there.
As in heaven, so on earth, this was God's desire, because he knew that we were slaves to sin. We were slaves to the slave owner at the time, and the slave owner had been, ownership had been given over to the devil. Well, when he actually was crucified, it was the innocent lamb, the Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world. Well, it says that he took his blood into the heavenly holy of holies.
Sins of the world.
Also, as in earth,
Sins of the world.
there's three witnesses in the earth: the blood, the water, and the Spirit. So the blood and the water came out of the side of Jesus. At the time of the crucifixion, there was a great earthquake, and the rocks were rent. And of course, you can see, if you go back there, you can see where they filled it in. But I can't, I saw before it got filled in, and they literally filled in the cracks that came down through here.
See, look at that. Look at this. You see? Look. All the way down.
I saw it before they filled it in, and you can see it on the other side where they did fill it in.
See, all the way down.
Comes down here, and the crack came down.
All the way down.
It was right at the base.
See, and there's the things of the signs. See, and there are the crossholes.
Spirit, out came blood and water, poured down,
Come
and
on.
it dropped onto the mercy seat.
Right. Exactly. So then, you've been to Zedekiah's tunnel or caves or whatever, and in there and everything.
I know essentially
where it is.
How to get in.
So that's two things we wanted to do today was come here and see this, and go to his tunnel and kind of just see. We don't want to obviously try to find it, but because you actually saw Ron Wyatt.
The thing is that Ron Wyatt dug through here when his arm all of a sudden lifted up and said the Ark of the Covenant is down there. But Jeremiah, when he hid the Ark of the Covenant back in his time, he used Zedekiah's tunnel. So Ron knew that there was supposed to be a secret entrance through Zedekiah's tunnel. That's where Jeremiah had to go. Jeremiah didn't go where Ron dug. Jeremiah had to a better place to go, because the Babylonians were coming. King Nebuchadnezzar.
Met him?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Robert. It was 30 years ago.
Really?
You might be thinking, what is he doing with headphones? I've been realizing there's been echoing in my video, so I'm trying to eliminate it till I get my microphone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting across the table. I was a proud young kid, and I talked to him for a while, and then I realized how stupid I am, because when you're in the presence of somebody who's humble, and then your pride gets really shown for what it is, and so I was pretty.
So this, wow. So it's underneath us.
This is the Ark of the Covenant, and why people don't understand that. I guess they don't understand the covenant. They don't understand the blood. They don't understand what God was doing.
Right.
The reason we have the freedom and the spirit that we have is because the blood's down
on the ark. It was supposed to anoint the ark.
Water
I know.
there, and that's what made it so that we can have the spirit, because it's holy. I heard that they sent 6 people in to try to pull that out of there.
Yeah, and they died.
Right. Do you know why?
They weren't allowed to be in there yet. Papa said no.
But do you know why?
Well, then there more.
They would profane the ark. Yeah. Well, what's profaning the ark? Well, what's on the ark? What's on there? The blood is.
Blood.
What's the blood doing? It's speaking a better thing than that of Abel. And the thing is, it's the throne of God in the earth. As in heaven, so on earth. we got something rocking. I mean, I say rocking, but we got something going on
Right.
here. This
It's an ark of the covenant in heaven and one here, where God dwelt. That's why he built it here.
that won't be messed
Moses.
with until that which restrains him is taken away.
Exactly.
And when that happens,
Right.
we're talking, we're going to have hell revealed on this earth. And that's the great
Yep.
tribulation.
The Great Tribulation. That's when that's going to be revealed. The Great Tribulation begins.
Right.
Why? Because that's when that's revealed, it's going to be in World War III. This is Hezekiah's son,
chamber.
where
And
Jeremiah
it's sealed
used
off
to
right now
eat
because
the Ark of the
Israel
Covenant
sealed
first.
it off.
And then you can also see a
See.
wall that Ron White is standing
I've
in
shown you many
here,
times,
and
but you know,
let's take a closer
I'm going
look at
back,
this.
reminding people, look at all of this. Look at all. See the wall? That's the wall, made with human hands. Behind that is the Ark of the Covenant. Why don't we throw it down? Huh? Of God dwells there. That's why everybody's scared. So, I just wanted to point these things up, you know. Listen, this is Joseph of Arimathea, okay? Zooming out. Many lines of Joseph of Arimathea, you know. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who also was a disciple of Jesus. In John 19, after these things, Joseph of Arimathea, who was a disciple of Jesus, but secretly for fear of the Jews, asked by the body, you know. Mark, Joseph of Arimathea, respected member of the council, was also himself looking for the kingdom of God. Took courage, you know. You come down here, Isaiah 53, in the Old Testament. And they made his grave with the wicked, and with a rich man in his death. Although he had no violence, and there was no deceit in his mouth. You know? And they made his grave with the wicked. Why? He had two criminals in the side. You know? It was a death with the wicked. So, yeah. Well, that's a prophecy. So we have this. The Rolling Stone. As you can see, it's the same material. You can see it. Wow. Oh. Nobody can realize that. See many old photos here. The case. Skull. And then we have Golgotha and everything. See? Well, I hope you liked it. These are the crossholes that they found. See? This is a stopper he found in the holes of the crossholes. They used to put a stopper so no sand or anything came inside. These were the signs. You see all the earthquake up. You can see it all around here. Huh? Listen. You come up here. John. Okay. So, let me find it. See, but one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and immediately blood and water came out. See, when the earthquake happened, that's where blood and water came out. The Ark of the Covenant. So, hey, wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And what a marvelous sight. I would love to go there. Encourage anyone. Really make it. Don't know where to go. Hey, many people that have gone inside there, that door, they've come out changed. Say it. Wow. So, listen, I hope you're liking my videos, and please, I told you once I had things with memory, and I have lots of things in my head, many things I can show you. Yeah? Start doing this bit by bit. Golgotha, let's go here, let's go there. Yeah? So, yep. Hey, love you all. And search for him. Please. I'm still not perfect. I'm not a perfect man. I fall many times. But I try not to do what you know your gut instinct not to do. Don't do it. This is the only way. This is the only way. The truth and the light. So bye-bye. Love you all, big hug. And Steven, watching this, thank you for all the books and everything that you put in my letterbox. Anybody that's putting things, listen, I found things in my letterbox of things to do with Jesus, and if it's other people, I want to tell you thank you. Steven, you're a great man. You are a great man. A great man. Big hug. Love you.